Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. So of course, as you could tell from the title, Kevyn Aucoin is the talk of the town today. They came out with 3 new products: the Sensual Skin Blush, the Sensual Skin Highlighter, and the Sensual Skin Bronzer. I'm pretty excited. I don't know why more people don't talk about Kevyn Aucoin, the beauty brand. So far, everything I purchased from the brand, I do really love. So when I saw these launched, I told myself I need to pick something up. They had a little bundle special, all 3, I think for $99. And I think they retailed for $36 each, maybe more, maybe like $37, $38, $39. Anyways, purchased all 3. I'm so excited because I have a feeling the formula in these is just gonna be stunning. Okay, so if you want to see how these products perform and my first impressions, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Alright my loves, as you could see, I have foundation and concealer on. We are going to jump into these. They're all powder, but first I'm just going to go in to the contrast stick in Tone. I believe it's the second lightest shade. It's supposed to be a contour stick, but for me this tone is more of a bronzer, maybe a neutral bronzer. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it as my bronzer and contour, and just not contour for it today. I also purchased the color stick blush. Awaken is the tone I have, and I believe it's like a pinky rosy tone. I have used, this was a round, like the tip of this was round. That's how much I've used this. I just wanted to really quick mention these products because they are so good, and I do mean so good. I think it's been over 2 years since these were launched, and I want to say I was one of the only reviews on YouTube. I don't know where all the Kevyn Aucoin lovers are, but it's definitely not on YouTube. I'm going to use this Sigma Soft Blend 60. The formula is so pretty. It blends out so nicely. It's a beautiful formula. Okie dokie. I did go ahead and powder, but let me tell you, because I didn't even say, I used the Rare Beauty Skin Tint in 30N, MAC Cosmetics Studio Radiance Concealer in NC 17.5. You saw me go into the Kevyn Aucoin contour stick. I'm not going to use the cream blush because I want to see the true performance of the new blush I purchased. I powdered with the By Terry pressed powder in translucent for my under eye, and Makeup Forever loose powder in banana, and that is it. That's all I have on. Now we're gonna try out this new bad boy, the Sensual Skin Bronzer Golden Hour, which is described as a medium tone, 18-month shelf life, and it was made in Italia. I did already open these. I filmed a quick little reel. Very simple packaging, same with the bronzer. You push this down and it opens. There it is. It has, when I was out in the sun filming the reel, you could see slight little specks in the formula. So I have a feeling this isn't going to be like a true matte. So the bronzer on its own retails for $46. Only 3 shades available. I kind of wish we had more options. I don't think the darkest tone is dark enough. Honest. A velvety hybrid bronzer that melts, blends like a cream, blurs like a soft focus powder, and provides a sun-kissed glow that looks and feels like skin. Okay, sounds wonderful. No scent. Yeah, at all. No scent at all. Oh my goodness. It almost feels like clay. That's interesting. What does it remind me of? Yeah, it almost feels like clay. I think this was the middle shade. So I kind of sort of wish they would have given us at least 2 more tones, or the darkest tone be darker, because I don't think. Okay, this is the R202 from What's Up Beauty. Oh, is it not picking it up? I have to kind of dig in. I think it's that almost clay-like texture. Oh, but that's beautiful. is beautiful, and I think, no, it's looking in depth like it looks in the pan. I wonder if you can build this up. That feels really, really nice, and I feel like it's just the texture on my skin. It looks beautiful. Okay, 1 out of 3 so far. Wow. I think that looks beautiful. I think that looks beautiful. Kevyn Aucoin beauty brand, if you're watching this, please give us a shade extension because deep skin tones need to experience this. All right, we're now going to move on to the Sensual Skin Blush. I do have this, the Art of Blush and Glow Duo, Azalea and Stargaze, but this blush here looks like it's definitely, I mean, it is, I've used it, just a straight up matte, but the formula is very, very pretty. Same with the highlighter. It's very, very pretty. So I am curious to see how these two formulas compare to the new ones I have here in an individual compact. Let me pull up the blush. Sensual Skin Blush retails for $39. I said 36, it's 39. So almost $40 for the blush. You'll see the size of it. 4 different tones. I purchased Exposed. Does it say? Exposed is described as a natural peach. Now I feel like we could have gotten one tone that maybe is a little bit deeper. That pink fuchsia one looks like it might be bright enough for deep skin tones, but honestly, I don't know. That's just me guessing. Same packaging as the bronzer, 18-month shelf life. Also made in Italia. Okay, so here is the compact, and let me put it next to, this is the bronzer and this is the blush. So smaller. I'm pretty sure the bronzer is more expensive. And then it's the same thing. You press and then it lifts up. Okay, so that almost looks like a burnt peachy kind of tone, right? No scent. And also when I was filming out in the natural sunlight, it did look like it had some sort of specks in the formula, so I don't think it's going to be like a matte formula like this one. It's probably going to be a satin formula. Oh my gosh, it's the same formula as the bronzer. No, I'm curious to see if that's going to be the same thing for the highlighter. Wow, gosh, what? It literally feels like you're dipping your finger into clay, but you're not. And it does dry down to a powder kiss kind of finish. Wow. Okay, let me give you the description. A velvety hybrid blush that melts and blends like a cream, blurs like a soft focus powder, and provides a youthful flush of color that looks and feels like skin. Yeah, okay. I mean, can you see? I don't know if you could see, but here, once I dip the brush, I think. All right, I'm gonna use this number 19 Refer brush and see how this goes. Okay, I think I need to pick up more product. I think 100% the brushes that you use are going to matter with this formula. Okay, it's a beautiful, very natural kind of peachy tone. Let's see if I can build it up a tiny bit more. Maybe I should have gone with a tiny bit more dense brush. Okay, there we go. I think I finally picked up enough. Such an interesting texture. Okay, there it is. This formula, it's so interesting. I did apply a tiny bit of the blush with the 112 from BK, and I am enjoying this brush better with the formula. It's just picking the product up because it does feel like clay is easier with a brush like this. Yeah, it just worked a tiny bit better. The bronzer worked okay, but I might have to play around with what brushes this formula works the best with. So far, I am so glad that I decided to pick these products up. You don't hear people talk about Kevyn Aucoin, the beauty brand, anymore. And I was excited because they don't give us launches often. Okay, so the Sensual Skin Highlighter. Unfortunately, there's only one tone. I hope I can make this work. Honestly, this is what I was the most worried about. Supernova is the tone and it retails for $39. It's the same size as the blush. A weightless hybrid highlighter that melts and blends like a cream, blurs like a soft focus powder, and provides a lit from within glow that looks and feels like skin. Sounds like the description for all of them is pretty much the same. I hope they do a shade extension, and it sounds like the formula is probably identical to the bronzer and the blush. So here it is, same packaging, 18 months shelf life, and it was made in Italia. Click it and then open it, and there it is. So hopefully this isn't too champagne goldeny for my skin tone. It's not that it doesn't go well with me, it's that I personally don't enjoy that undertone. If it's more of an actual true champagne, then yes, but if it has too much of that yellow goldness in it, it's not my favorite. Yeah, same formula. Oh my goodness. That is just fabulous. Oh, let's see if I can get a good swatch. This looks like it might be more of a natural kind of glow. Yeah, you can barely see it. Let me see if I swatch it somewhere different. So definitely not the same formula as the duo I have. Those are definite powders. This is like clay powder hybrid situation. Oh, that looks so pretty. I think I just might have found my new favorite highlighter. All right, so I'm gonna try this Sonia G Midi Cheek and see how it goes. I might have to use my finger. Gosh, I don't think I've found my favorite like cream BK highlighting brush. All right, so, and this one also looked like it had a few sparkles when I had it out in natural light. Okay, so that looks like the Sonia G is working really nicely. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Not gonna be for everyone. I don't like the super blingy highlighters. That's not my jam anymore. Okay, I don't feel it's accentuating any texture, but of course, you know, with highlighters, if you put it on top of a blemish, it's just gonna make it more noticeable. Let me try with my finger and see. Oh yeah, so when you blend it, it's like powder, but when you touch it, it's like clay. It's so interesting. Okay, definitely a natural kind of highlight. And I don't know if this tone is gonna work on everybody. It does look like the base is a little bit translucent, so that might help in being able to cover a little bit more skin tones. But I think that one universal shade never works for everybody. There's no such thing as a universal shade. I hope it made sense. So if you like working with your fingers, this is a perfect formula to work with your fingers because it's so pretty. All right, let me finish off, come back and finish off this video with my first impressions, although I think you already know. All right, my loves, I am back, and yes, my eye look is pretty smoky. I went into the unoriginal nudes from Bella Beauty Bar. I did film the eye look for a reel, so keep an eye look for that. But as far as mascara, I went into the Revolution Tubing Mascara. Eyebrows is Melt Cosmetics Brow Pencil, Maybelline Lock-It Brow Gel. For lips, I have on the new MAC Cosmetics Lip Glazer Lip Liner in Whirling. The satin lipstick from MAC in Stone. Just kind of smudged it out, and I think, yeah, that's everything. So I think my cheeks look really, really good. I'm gonna have to check by the end of the night if it's still there. I did not apply any cream blush underneath, so we'll see if this formula lasts all day. So I was trying to figure out what these new, at least the formula, reminds me of. It's definitely like a cream to powder kind of formula. It just doesn't feel like too many cream formulas that go from cream to powder that I have personally felt. The Surratt Soleil Dew Artistique Bronzer, I thought maybe this one was similar to it, but it's not. This is a true powder. I just swatched it and it's not. It's a true powder. It's soft and it does almost feel wet when you swatch it, but it's a true powder. I think the closest is going to be the MAC Glow Play Blush. I think this might be the closest to feeling, yeah, I think so. Similar to what? But even then, I feel the Kevyn Aucoin just feels softer, like a velvet clay. And the MAC, yeah. I think this is the closest to it. Just think a little bit more luxe when you swatch the Kevyn Aucoin.
I hope that makes sense.
I'm glad I took this out just so I can verify that's what I'm feeling when I dip my fingers into the Kevyn Aucoin. But I'm not going to lie, this is definitely a unique formula. And even right now, swatching it, I just feel, oh gosh, it's such a beautiful and interesting formula. Okay, that's going to be it. You can clearly see that first impressions, I'm loving this formula from Kevyn Aucoin. I'm so excited. I honestly thought it was just going to be like a powder, just more luxurious formula, and I was very pleasantly surprised. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you even knew this launch. My kids are being very loud. Yeah, let me know if this launch, like if you even knew about this launch, because I feel like no one, and I do mean absolutely no one, is talking about it. So I might be one of the only reviews out there. All right, my loves, thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate every single one of you. All the comments, all the likes, if you use my links to shop. It all truly does mean the world to me, especially when my kids are in the background making all of the noise, and you are all just so sweet about it. So thank you. Thank you. You have no idea how horrible I feel when I'm editing my videos and I can hear my kids in the background. All right, I love you all. Do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye.